Hello and welcome back to Let's Play The Witcher 2 with me, Demonox. When we last left off, we had followed the dragon and the sorceress to this place. Well, not this place exactly, I'm following Yorva for the moment. Here was the second option.
There's a forested valley on the other side of the city, once teeming with wildlife. It's now dead. The royal delegations arrived
Wow. Why is the forest teeming with wildlife now dead?
I know. That's why we went around. Not exactly killed the Vrans.
As the years went by and the climate turned colder, the Vrans had less and less food. Their hunters descended to the lowlands where they encountered the first human settlers.
Oh wow. That would be much better point for exploration if we had been fighting already. So they came south and found humans, whereupon they found also disease from humans. Well, that
They
didn't
tried to save themselves, building an aqueduct and sewers that rivaled today's. But it grew colder, and the canals remained frozen for most of the year.
Wow. So essentially the
When
Vrans
the elves arrived, they encountered only ghosts, a dead city falling into ruin. The Enshe rebuilt it, restored its former beauty. Humans did not arrive here for many more years.
Whereupon they completely and utterly screwed up what was built. Even more than... One moment. There's a use for here. Oh, cool. Winter Shroud. No clue what I just did there, but I did something.
Marshal Raupenek then swiftly proved himself more deadly than all diseases combined. He attacked at night, murdering all the city's inhabitants. Most
We're in Lochmuin.
We're on the fringes somewhere. We should find what we came for nearer the main quarters.
Let's
Alright.
go.
I cut his position off there. But essentially then the humans came and they attacked him in their sleep. They didn't even fight him honorably, they just came and attacked him while they were sleeping. So most likely because they didn't like the idea of fighting them in a fair fight. That's humans in a nutshell, to be perfectly honest. I would love to defend my species more. I would love to say we are not the humans are not like that. But we all know I'd be lying out my arse. Humans are totally like that. They see something they want, they attack. They see something different, they attack. Someone farts, they attack. It's a human thing. They like to attack. Give me that book. Whoop. What are you? What were those? Gargoyles. That's a big gargoyle. Boom. Why doesn't these gargoyles? Ow. Ooh, wow, they set on fire. Gargoyle heart and dust. I will collect this because I do not know if it will be useful later. I got a little jump I want to pick up. Oh, I saw a thing. Oh, no gargoyle there. How do you attack with the others? Well, our friend defend the gargoyle. Oh, you killed me for no reason! Ow. I'm on fire. There you go. I'm on fire anymore. I'm on fire! Really? Stop being on fire now. Geralt, find your own way around. I will come for your way around. Oh, fine, come for my door too. Why'd you close the door again? We had to load the area. Oh, I see. Oh, I almost jumped through then. At least on the other hand you can corral enemies, because you can just keep them stuck in there. Yeah. But no, the Nils Guardians are about as... like that. And the door gets stuck open because I passed through. Whoops. Soldiers!
They gagged Philippa in the nick of time. She almost cast a spell. Rotting in the Redanian dungeon now in special shackles.
Radovid's right to show the witches their place.
I wonder what they'll do to her. Either the executioner or the monsters will have their fun. They say Logbuin's dungeons are full of scum of all kinds.
No idea what they locked her up for, but every sorceress is guilty of something.
True enough. Not likely to see anyone weeping for her.
Yeah,
A dungeon befits Philippa Eilhart very well, though gallows would be even better.
If they killed her, you can forget about healing Saskia.
They must guard her as heavily as the Emperor's bedchamber. We'll not get in there.
I'm in no hurry to visit the Emperor's bedchamber, but we've got to get into the dungeon.
Look for a passage through the sewers. I'll locate Eilhart's quarters. If she didn't expect to be arrested, I may find something interesting there.
I can think of a quicker way into the dungeon than the sewers. I just need to get arrested.
They'll take your weapons and put you in shackles. Though there is some chance you'll wind up in Philippa's cell.
I'll manage. Wandering through the tunnels would take too much time.
Let's go then.
hey.
I'll find Philippa. You search her quarters.
Okay, I want my swords
Right.
back.
We learned a lot the last time we browsed through her things. Va fail, Gwynblade.
Right. Okay. Sewers or guards? If I want to go for higher calls to the sewer, there's one over there. However, by simply marching this way, I can get caught by the guards, thrown in the shackles, and I'll walk into... Woo!
Damn it!
Set on fire. Quick style is very handy for multiple guns. Wow. I want to check out this guy. That's all I want to do. Really?
Recruit in danger! Recruit in danger!
Oh. You guys attack me instead of arresting me, it's your own fault. I don't think I've killed him. Oh, no, I have killed him. This guy's got a name.
Evil Eye! Stop sowing defeatism. Pray! Say goodbye to life!
I wonder how many people I can get with one of these.
Recruit in danger!
Oh, wow.
Recruit in danger!
Ow! I think I killed 3 of them. Am I supposed to? I'm not sure if I'm trying to yield, you won't let me. I'm gonna get beat up. No, I gotta lose the fight, that's why. I want my play back at the end of this. That was not faster. I could have probably run for the sewers faster than that. Hi, Philippa.
You? Here?
Yes, me. I took the long way. Hi, Philippa.
What are you doing here?
I worked awfully hard to see Philippa Eilhart in chains.
I doubt you'll be so witty once we're standing side by side on the scaffold.
Unlike you, I've done nothing that would get me hanged.
To them, you're a kingslayer. I assure you, Radovid's torturers will make you admit to anything. Even intercourse with trolls.
That wouldn't be such a big.
Radovid's no idiot. He knows I'm innocent. Besides, I helped him once.
Radovid is a politician. He'd gladly show the world he's an avenger of fallen kings.
Sure, but before he does that, he'll gladly hear about your exploits in Vergen.
By aiding the rebels, I weakened Henselt's position, and that's of paramount importance. Radovid is king of the hill. He has the deciding vote during the summit, thanks, among others, to me.
Is that why he dumped you in this dungeon?
No.
This, Witcher, is a little misunderstanding.
When did you figure out Saskia the dragon?
Did you know from the start that Saskia was a dragon?
I had suspected she was not what she seemed to be for some time, though I did not learn the truth until she fell poisoned and I could examine her thoroughly.
I've seen the list of antidote ingredients. Not a word about the Rose of Remembrance.
Well, we all prefer to have loyal allies. The Rose of Remembrance is very powerful. Even as a she-dragon, Saskia could not resist my spell.
Why don't you summon her? You could use some help now.
Dimeritium blocks all magic, telepathy included.
Someone's coming.
Your Majesty.
I've waited long for this meeting. You left Redania so suddenly I had no chance to give you the send-off you so richly deserved.
Your Majesty, I fail to understand why I have been arrested. I've done nothing but serve Redania's interests, supporting the rebellion, undermining Henselt, risking my own reputation on your behalf.
I'm no longer the little boy who believed your every word.
Why do you do this, Radovid? I was there at your most trying hours. Without me, you would not be the man you are. I don't understand.
You understand very well.
This is a coup.
You conspired against my father Vizimir, and against me. The entire Redanian court once trembled in fear of Philippa Eilhart.
Untrue, sire. You must let me explain. What are your charges, your Majesty?
Ambassador,
Triss Merigold was kind enough to compile a list of persons making up the secret society known as the Lodge of Sorceresses. Some Nilfgaardian sorceresses were members as well, but you need not be bothered with them.
Let's destroy the lodge.
You're mad!
the Lodge ordered Demaven killed. It ordered Foltest killed. I suspect you played a part in my father's death. And if I released you from the Dimeritium, you'd kill me too.
Someone else is moving play,
Dial
trying to get rid of them.
There will be a trial, due process, everything as it should be. But know that you shall not wriggle out of this. You shall be convicted of conspiracy, treason, and regicide. They'll rip your flesh from you in bits before they burn you at the stake. Throughout my childhood, I felt your cold stare on the back of my neck. When I issued orders, my subjects would search with their eyes for Philippa Eilhart's gesture of consent. The entire court at Tretogor looked on as you humiliated me. All Redania laughed behind my back.
I won't trust that guy, so I should throw him.
You taught me to look everyone in the eye. Forced them to lower their gaze, do you remember? A king must never show weakness, uncertainty, you said. I've mastered that skill. Yet there is one I could never force to submit. You.
That's the real
You've
reason.
one chance to shorten your suffering. Admit to everything, here and now in the ambassador's presence. Look me in the eye and repent. Submit. As you wish.
Let's face it.
Torturer, put out those vile eyes.
You're making a grave error, sire.
Ouch! So essentially, he's working for Nilfgaard. And Nilfgaard doesn't want the Sorcerer's Lodge.
We will talk again, witch.
I refused to believe it when they told me Geralt of Rivia was in my dungeon. The Geralt I know wouldn't let himself be captured.
I was really hankering for a tour of your dungeon, sire.
What's so interesting about it?
The guests.
I apologize for the dismal company you're in, Witcher. Fortunately, Eilhart won't be with us much longer.
I beg your mercy, not for myself, but for Triss Merigold.
Your friend is now in Ambassador Fitz-Estelin's hands.
I know, but surely Shillard won't deny you a small favor, sire.
Forgive me, but I can't be sure that I won't require grander favors from Nilfgaard. The fate of entire nations will be decided in this city. Individuals are irrelevant.
The Nilfgaardian ambassador mentioned an organization of sorceresses. Just so happens I'm interested in the plans of this lodge.
Those plans should interest no one, because the lodge will soon cease to exist. I've nothing against you personally, Witcher, but you've gone from being an uninvited guest to being an awkward witness.
I understand I'm in for an extended tour.
You certainly shan't leave here before the summit ends.
I'm flattered, sire, but you overestimate me if you think I could influence it in any way.
Politics is like a complicated puzzle. Every piece may prove useful, or equally useless, even harmful. A breakthrough awaits us here at Loch Muin, by my hand no less. This will be no second Thaned. Soon, everyone will learn what the Redanian king is capable of. You'll excuse me.
I think I've got a good gist on this one. So the
Radovid is capable, but too young. He has yet to understand that only the dead remain truly silent. Because Redania is doing Nilfgaard a favor, I feel obliged to help the king in return.
Let Triss go.
That would be foolish. If there truly is a place we go after leaving this Vale of Tears, you'll meet her there soon enough. Allow me to relieve the Redanian executioner.
What favor do you mean? You can tell me. Just like you said, the dead keep their secrets.
That's true, but I prefer to be cautious. I promise to reveal every last detail as soon as your body is cold. Pity you won't live to see it. Loch Muin's in for a huge surprise, both the mages and the kings.
Radovid won't be amused.
Nobody likes others to decide for them. That's especially true of kings.
You're dangerous, Witcher. Too independent. In time, Radovid will thank me, and he won't be alone. Kill him, but beware his sorcery.
Too late.
Hold him, Hart.
Anything? Oh, Clive! No! That was not agreed!
Get me out of here!
I need some answers first. How does the spell work?
Saskia's will and mine are one. She cannot resist me. But fear not. There's no suffering involved. She merely believes me to be the most wonderful person in the world. As if she were in love. You know what's most beautiful? In spite of all this, she seems unchanged. She's retained her charm, her valor, her honor.
So essentially, it only gives her a presiding will over the person, but not absolute control over them.
Where's Saskia?
When I was arrested, she was with Sheila. They must be on their way to the deliberations by now.
If I've got this correct in my contemplating here, I think the guys, they're trying to pull a coup off, and they don't want the Sorcerer's Lodge anymore.
I didn't track
around
you
anymore.
alone. Yorvith can't wait to see you again.
My death would change little. Yorvith and all like him have no right to judge others.
Yeah. He has got the point there.
Was Shillard telling the truth about the Lodge, the assassinations?
He said exactly what Radovid wanted to hear. Half-truths, musings stripped of context, which differ very little from lies.
Did Triss take part in all this?
She's clean in those terms. Innocent as a child, but only to a point. I assure you, she has not been honest with you about many other matters.
Why did all this happen? Murdering monarchs, what interests did it serve?
Well, we didn't know the monarchs murdered.
Help me get out of here and I'll explain all and lift the spell from Saskia. Take these shackles off me and lead me to my house. I beg you. I'll tell you everything. Everything.
Helping.
Clock's ticking. Time is of the essence.
Why do you do this? Would you take vengeance on a blind woman?
Shillard said they've got Triss. I have to free her before they put out her eyes too.
Going to the Nilfgaardian camp is suicide.
And leaving a friend is villainy.
Only I know how to break the spell that holds Saskia. Get me out of here. If I die, she'll remain forever spellbound.
All right, but if you're lying to me...
Unbind me and lead the way. We must return through the sewers.
The shackles stay on, and you'll go first.
Shillard will raise the alarm.
No, he won't. We'll be long gone by the time he comes to.
Kill him.
I'm not into murdering unconscious old men. Lead on. No tricks, Phil.
I want to get out of here, and I want to live.
Can you walk? Sure you won't faint on me?
I'll manage.
Let me it's
Will you
inventory.
remove my shackles?
The manacles stay on.
I can't get into my inventory. Not entirely sure.
That gun came.
Well, you've been killing people quick, haven't you? I've got one sword.
Who did this to her?
It was Radovid's way of thanking her for the care she provided him when he was a child.
I saw him with his army on his way to the talks, whistling a tune.
Get me out of here!
Shut up, witch! You're alive only because you're still needed.
Philippa's promised to help us in exchange for her freedom.
And you believe her?
Know a better way to free Saskia? Got the strength to walk, Eilhart?
I must find it.
What state is Saskia in now?
I've ordered her to carry out Sheila's bidding until I return.
Great. And Sheila will be at the talks?
Yes. She's probably there already, making certain the Lodge's plans do not fall through.
Did you order Foltest murdered?
No!
No!
Shillard claimed that Triss testified.
Triss doesn't know what she's talking about. The Lodge exists, and Triss has lost our trust. All that is true. But Foltest's assassination? That was not my order.
Aha. So what was the Lodge's plan?
What's Sheila supposed to safeguard?
The restitution of the Council and Conclave, and the creation of a strong, independent state with Saskia as its leader.
With what aim?
As a bulwark. A defense against Nilfgaard. After years of chaos and destruction, the time has come to build. We wish to rule, yes. Where is the fault in that? Everyone wants to rule. And I know how to do that. Better than any other monarch in this city.
You can't hope to win the common folk's trust. Humans will never accept a sorceress queen.
Non-humans won't either, given what that old hag Finderbear has achieved.
They all believe in Saskia. They all trust her. The girl is a born leader, yet she has no political instincts. She's charismatic but not cunning, courageous but not fierce. She is just but lacks the required cruelty.
She is your very opposite.
Perhaps. Together we would be unstoppable.
I see. So she puts her spell on her. So Saskia is her other half, essentially, and would people trust Saskia, and she would be her chief advisor, and essentially would rule.
What would you have done if Saskia hadn't been poisoned? If a certain foolish witcher hadn't gathered the potion ingredients?
I would have sought other means, but I couldn't miss that opportunity.
Yeah, essentially, you were convenient.
How do we free Saskia?
I have charmed a dagger with a counterspell. You must thrust it into the she-dragon's heart.
You mean your heart, witch? Do you mock us?
There is no other way. She must be struck with surgical precision, otherwise the counterspell won't work. All the blade's runes must touch blood, and its point must pierce a chamber of her heart.
We'll need to hold her down somehow.
Hold down a dragon? This is ridiculous. She's lying, Geralt. I don't trust her. Why would she even need this dagger? In a minute we'll hear that she planned to free Saskia herself.
Any time you cast a spell or a curse, you must have a counterspell at the ready. It's a basic rule of magic. I prepared the dagger just before I cast the spell, in case anything went awry.
A basic rule, but I don't know many mages who follow it. Where's the dagger?
My quarters. In Geoffrey Monk's former home, inside a well-secured chest.
I know the house.
Let's go.
Yorvith, know any way to get to Philippa's quarters unnoticed?
Through this sewer. We may encounter monsters, but we'll gain a lot of time.
Keep an eye on her. I'll go ahead.
Now can I access my inventory? I can. Where's my other sword? Yeah, negotiate is fine, but this one's better. Right, so they didn't think to take off me any of my stuff. Like, any of my stuff. Yes, they'll be fighting humans. That's gonna hurt really hard. And it's got a really high chance of fire now. Now I'm just gonna pause this for a second, folks, because I need to check my timings and see if it has felt a bit of a long episode. So be right back. And if not, I'll catch you all next time.